Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for March 27th through April 2nd, 2017. So let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and to just allow everything to clear out of our heads and just to allow our hearts to be the center of our focus. And so just feel relax back within yourself and just feel the rewards that are opening up to you through your heart and how your angels in heaven is communicating through you this channel of love, of loving information and insights and wisdom. And so they're giving us a sense about this week. They were kind of indicating that they want you to, well, first they were just showing me now a book. For some reason it just popped up, and they wrote the word out actually. So be aware of the things that you're reading, because they're showing me my symbol of teeth, which is means, you know, criticism or especially from I feel like I'm inside the mouth, so be aware of internal criticism, and also be aware of what you're reading, as this information that you're reading, and this, I think the word book here is just a symbol of reading materials in general, and they want you to not get so engrossed, involved in these things, that they start to shape the way that um, you are seeing the world. So, you may start to think that, take it all in to yourself and start to internalize how you feel about life and the world and your circumstances because of what's happening around you. And they're showing me that this is a way for us um, to take our focus away from the power of love that flows through us and our personal power to manifest the dreams that we wish to create for ourselves. And so remember that this is all within sight. This is all inside of you, that your dreams come from within. And so they're showing me the third eye, and I get a sense that this week we really need to spend some time meditating. Um, they're showing me someone sort of praying in the middle of a path that just goes forward. And so they want you to meditate, um, pray more on your path, pray more about signs, to recognize the signs that are on your path. They're showing me a sign, and they're indicating for you to, any deity that you pray to, that you feel a close connection with, especially recently. But also Jesus comes through as someone that you can ask to pray, help you to see the signs that are on your path that are coming forward for you. And there's a sense that with this path, it's like you really need to stay committed to the purpose that God has given within you, and also with your life purpose. So I feel like that they're saying, don't worry about some of the things that are happening right now. They're indicating that there's a force moving with you, and meaning there's a momentum, and you need to really stay sort of tuned into your own momentum. This lane is very narrow, and it gets to a point where I can see far ahead, and it just gets very, very focused. But the thing is that they're saying, you need to be that focus right now on your life purpose. I mean, there's a lot of momentum moving for you, but they're saying don't let your suffering. They put a cross in the middle of the road, and they're saying that things are gonna come. Challenges are gonna come, but don't let them distract you. If you can focus on what gives you joy, and the stuff that aggravates you or frustrates you or stresses you out, just let it go. Don't even try to figure out how you are going to solve that. God is writing his name now. Pray that over into God's hand, and into his hands rather, and you stay focused on what gives you joy and what you love doing. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and the opportunities that you notice. So notice, try to be an observer, okay? And when things happen, whether they're negative or positive, just go, okay, interesting, and keep noticing what is your priority, the signs. Stay focused on the big picture, meaning your intention. So be very aware. And this week, set an intention every day of how you want to feel, and and do this as often throughout the day, so that whenever you change from one situation to the next, decide what is going to be the point of attraction, and that would be the how you want to feel. Not, yeah, we know you want a certain outcome. But if you focus on the feeling of that outcome rather than the specifics of the details of that outcome, then you set a vibrational point of attraction. Because remember, the universe is responding to your point of attraction, not so much to the words and the things and the action. It's orchestrating all of that around your point of attraction, which is a feeling, okay, an emotional point. So this creates an orbit, a force, a vortex, and each and every one of you spiritually is a vortex. And so what you have to do is you have to set your intention for phone calls, what you eat, everything. Because the more that you do this, the more you are realigning your position from your inner being or source rather than your ego and your fears. You see that? Does that make sense to you? So it's very important to shift away from the things that they write now, the grave situations, or the things that cause you pain. Again, they're showing me, get up off your cross, okay? Um, because this cross usurps your power, and you are the power source. Source flows through you. So get up off your cross, because God is not on a cross, okay? And they wrote out hard work, and I guess maybe some of you are thinking that this is hard work, and it feels like you're turning your life upside down, um, and and I don't know why they did this, but they showed me the cross upside down, and I know most of you want to go there, but this is something else. They're saying something different about this. It's like you allow your pain to turn you upside down. Do you know what I mean? And so this is anti who you are. Some people say that's the symbol of the Antichrist. But when you focus on the things that, when you focus on your suffering, that is anti. Okay, so it's anti-source, because source is creating you as an extension of source, is a creator of all blessings. Like it's that sort of praise God from whom all blessings flow. And in order to connect in with that vortex of solutions and opportunities, you have to focus. You have to pray for guidance to stay focused, to help you to see the opportunities, to help you to to inspire you. Pray to be inspired for your goals and to keep the creativity coming and to notice um, the these inspired or creative ideas and solutions. And this is very important here. They're giving me a sense right now that they say some of you are sort of sitting by a window. They give me a sense, and you are you're sitting in that window and you're watching things go by, and they wrote T for trust. They said they need you to trust that your opportunity is at hand. And I don't know why they wrote out the word lake. So I don't know if this is a sense of you maybe needing to go to, if you're somewhere near a body of water, um, or it could represent also that you feel like a lake emotionally surrounded, you know, um, that you're feeling surrounded, but know that you're surrounded by love. Okay, and what you need to do is go within. Okay, so go within, and the lake represents the emotional plane. Go within, and and get your information. If you're looking for a path, you need to go within, and it's sort of like if you were looking for a path through the surrounding land. If you were a lake, you would go within and just discover where the water is flowing, where there's a sort of an opening where where the water is flowing through the land and probably ended up coming out somewhere to leading to some ocean or a stream or a river that's leading to that bigger expansion. So it's like if you're feeling surrounded, um, the only way to discover where an opening is, you have to go within. You'll find it much faster than looking all around and not really seeing it because of the illusion from the place where you stand. When you look, if you're in the center of the lake or on any either side of it, you can't really see the details on the other side. So you have to go within and feel where the detail that you're looking for. Right? So do you understand that? So go within to find the detail that you're looking for, because the energy is moving and will pick up on what your desire is, and what will then sort of not just sort of bring you to it, but also it'll link you to the feeling of where that opening is, and then just proceed to follow your guidance, listen, and move in that direction. Is sort of the feeling I get about this. All right, so um, again, they really want you to not get distracted, and I just feel like there's something in the media. Um, I also see another book, and it looks like something in a museum. It gives me a sense of some things going on, like a document, maybe the Constitution, or it could be some other, you know, more formal um, documents like this, like Constitution or something, religion. Just don't let these things um, just sort of turn your life upside down. Okay, go within and ask your inner being source, God, what's your purpose here? How are you, if you're called to serve um, in some way, for something that concerns you, ask for the guidance within. Ask what's your path. Don't just stand, looking around and from like just like that lake image again, and try to figure it out from the outside aerial view, because you don't have you're not close enough to it, or you'll be far away, or you know what I'm talking about with those aerial views. It's like you just can't see everything, no matter if you're standing in the center of the lake or on one of the sides. Is that other end, or from wherever you're looking, is always, you just see very generally, but you're not seeing the specific details. And so you could just spend a lot of energy sort of moving around trying to figure out what to do when you can go within and get your mission. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at the card for the theme of the week from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Oh, no, sorry, this is by Doreen Virtue only. And, so we have Archangel Sandalphon here. And his message is gentleness. So this is just going to be this week where you need to be very gentle with yourself. I'm hearing that you need to take care of yourself. You need to really focus on your needs. You really also need to pay attention to how you're feeling. Okay, get a sense of this is going to be a very sensitive week energetically for you, and um, you don't want to let your fears or let something sort of like stay away from drama basically. um, they're showing me a symbol of God is like a woman holding a baby, and it feels like, sort of like a Mother Mary or Madonna or Goddess type uh, with child, and so what's coming through is that about the connecting in with the divine feminine aspect of yourself, male or female. Okay, this week we all need to really nurture our divine feminine, meaning pay attention to our intuition, meditate, listen more rather than reacting. Listen. Now, this does not mean that you shouldn't move along with inspired action. Inspired action is intuitively given all right, are shown to you. So those actions we should follow, and they're going to be very rewarding, and they're going to help you. They're showing me a butterfly, which sort of looks like a bow too. So you're gonna find some. These changes are going to be beneficial to you. All right. So any inspired actions, but that's because you've gone within. So that's why they're asking you to connect with the divine feminine. Go within. Okay. Um, and they're showing me someone in a wedding dress. Of course, it also reminds me of some culture, something culturally. But the wedding dress is short, and it almost reminds me of it's kind of old fashioned. It looks a little more like costume, but when I saw it, I was getting a feeling that an engagement. That's what they're writing out now. So it looked like a premature wedding dress, like a because it's short, but it felt like a premature stage. So an engagement may come up for someone who's watching, and and I guess there's something about energy here. So it keeps saying this cross. So they want you to get off your cross. Okay, the whole thing about this week is everybody get off their cross. Don't put any barriers there. Don't bring your pain, your you know suspicions or whatever. Be open to this. Um, I'm also getting, I don't know why because it seems contradicting, but um, you know it, something. I'm also getting that because that word premature came up too. That someone or maybe moving a little bit too fast. All right, kind of rushing into an engagement. So don't trust your heart. Okay, trust your heart for it's like the right timing for you. You'll know it because you'll feel the enthusiasm. All right, so be gentle with yourself. Take your time if that's what you feel you need. And they're writing hermit, but they're spelling it a little differently. But anyway, the thing is that someone has been in a lot, been sort of insulated or isolated a lot, and you need to get out. And that was another thing I was feeling about this, because the wedding dress kind of looked culturally too. So it felt like something festive, like you needed to, um, some kind of get out and socialize a little bit more, um, attend some events in your, cultural events that may be good for you. Um, that you need to realign with your power now, and they're showing me the alchemists, which I'm not going to call them witches anymore, but and they have the broom, and there's something about, you need to kind of, first of all, clear the energy in your home. So someone needs to clear the energy in their home. They're writing out the god Hermes. I think he was Mercury or messenger god, but the equivalent. But you need to kind of like do some kind of healing, clearing, kind of, get out a little bit more, and socialize. So clear the energy in your house, because somehow you've been in there, or you've been insulating yourself in there, and everything's comfortable, but it's something you haven't, you need to open windows, or you haven't done some dusting or cleaning or moving some things around. You just got stuff that needs to be dealt with, and you need to toss it, and it'll make you feel better and lighter. And then you need to spend less time in and more time out of your home or your apartment, in order to really get a sense of yourself and your power. You're It's time for you to get out and share your knowledge and your wisdom with others. This is the time for you. They were showing me earlier the number 9, which is, get to work, light worker. So no more procrastinating on your life purpose. So you've been feeling that. Um, there's the right and gravitational pull towards something. Don't ignore this. Stop delaying. Go. And there's something about, you need to forgive yourself for something, and that's why you're kind of holding back. You're having a hard time forgiving yourself. So this is, again, a gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon is saying. Um, One of the things you can work with Archangel Sandalphon, works with music therapy. So you can, use music, to help set your mood intentions, to help inspire you and motivate you and kind of get you out of that place. Okay. And there's also saying, when you wrote the word, I'm not going to say that, but it's like a cleanse. So you know maybe you may want to, when you're in a sea salt bath, or when you're showering, put on some music. um, Honestly, the angels long time ago showed me that the Renaissance choral music without instruments, um, is like, is very high vibration, and it literally cleanses your energy. So, and they're saying for you to offer prayers during this time, so you can be energetically, physically cleansing, energetically cleansing, and with that, offering prayers. All right, let's take a look at the first card for the beginning of the week. And okay, so we have the Six of Raphael, and they're pointing to me about that premature um, engagement, or premature. So it seems like here there is a premature love. You need more time to find out some more things. Also, they're giving me a sense about, in general, that they're that maybe sometimes you kind of tend to see things. This is about, sort of another way about, one of the things about this card is romanticizing the past. Okay, but here they're giving me a sense that even in the present, you kind of romanticize. You kind of see things not clearly. You kind of leap in with your whole heart. Reminds me of the page of Raphael, which is cups. And you kind of just leap in with your whole heart, and you're not really paying attention to your feelings. You're ignoring them, and you're kind of seeing what you want to see. So make sure that, hold on 1 minute. Yeah. So make sure that you are listening to your guidance. Listen to your feelings, your emotions. Um, go with what you feel. That initial sort of feeling that you're getting. They're showing me that if this is about a relationship, that there is a going to be eventually, this is going to be there's going to be the right time for this, for you, for the both of you to get engaged, to get married. But for right now, just go with the flow. Don't try to make things happen sooner. This could be also for somebody just in general. Don't, if it's negotiations or something, or something you're trying to do, go with the flow. Don't, if you're feeling like you're pushing to get things, to make things happen, okay, then that means that there's something that you need to hear, that you need to dig deeper, and really go for that high level of opportunity or approach. So don't, you should never be forcing anything. There's that word force again. So don't force. So the thing I'm getting about this week is that you need to not force any situation that may pertain to you, but flow with the force. Okay? Don't work against the force, but flow with the force. All right? Because that's what ego does. It pushes against the force of God instead of going with it and trusting. And that's what you need to do in this week. And sort of like you need to have that innocence of a child who is more open to the cosmic um, energies than we who, as we get older, sometimes become less trusting and less discerning and more attuned to our fears more than anything. All right, let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. And boy, isn't that something? There's that page of Raphael, because I was really feeling her presence. And look at how all of our cards right now have this beautiful green energy. So this is a time I get a sense of really needing to heal, to really be in our hearts, which is what the cups is all about. And and by taking action through from our, guided by the heart, everything just heals, and comes into balance and into the sense of harmony. I'm seeing Jesus, and he's coming through and asking to um, give you give him permission to heal your heart, to um, help you to open your heart to your. He's showing me a pyramid, um, and so what part of this is ascension work and manifestation, and so he can help you with that, with getting really connected with your heart, so that you can um, manifest your dreams with more ease and that sense of flow and love for life and your passion for what you're doing. This card, this card indicates in the middle of the week that, you know, so don't, for one, that one side, don't be impulsive emotionally, um, because the page is sort of a young person. So don't be impulsive emotionally, especially if you feel some kind of resistance. But likewise, follow your heart when when your emotions are clear to you, when you can feel deep down that this is coming from a place within, that, and you feel that connection. It's like the magnet, boom. But that other part that we're talking about when we say don't be impulsive emotionally is when you feel like you're all over the place, because that's what it's going to feel like. They can't feel the same. So you're going to feel like, you're being bounced around and you don't know what to do and you're confused. Well, that means that you're trying to push something. you're trying to push away something that you should be listening to, or you're trying to push something because you fear it's not going to happen. So that's why they want you to be very gentle. Try to be calm. Try to really listen to what your heart is asking you to do. But here again, this card talks about messages regarding relationships or social invitations. So there's an opportunity here for you to make connections, whether it's romantically or connections here. Opportunities that um, that are related to your heart's passions. So be aware, but it's also you need to get out more. You need to put yourself out there. Begin to do that. This page is very shy, and so they want you to kind of um, trust your heart, and that you'll meet the people. If you set your intention, then that'll orchestrate the right people who respect and honor your your emotional sensitivity and can see your gifts, and and are open to supporting that and giving you that support that you need. All right, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. And we have the Magician card. So this card says you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So you can see that what they're doing is that as you listen to your inner being and your emotional guidance, you start to see things happen. Things that sort of feel like they're happening magically, but it's all been orchestrated because of the laws of attraction. You set that clear emotional vibration, that intention of vibration, and that becomes the vortex that the universe cultivates all the details, all the blessings that you need. So this week it feels like you're gonna um, coming into alignment very clearly if you can get away from those distractions. Here's the magician card is the number one card, which is in angel numbers. Think positively, pay attention to your thoughts, as what you're focused upon is manifesting. So you're always getting the abundance of your thought, of where you're focused, meaning that point of attraction. Whatever you're focused upon, then that eventually becomes your point of attraction, and then the universe orchestrates it. So whether you like it or not, you're always abundantly getting what you what you're focused upon. So that's why it's important not to get distracted in this week, to be gentle with yourself, to nurture yourself. You know, and this week I get a sense, since we have the page and we have this Archangel Sandalphon here, and the magician as well, and the children. Do you see the pattern? It's all kind of like fun. Children like to play. The magician loves to do entertain in a way, as this one looks like. This card, Archangel Sandalphon is playing music, and she's relaxing on a beach. The page, and she's this young, youthful, emotionally youthful being, and so the idea is to be light and to be a little whimsical, and you know try to do some things like go to a show, or do some fun things this week more, or relaxing things, playing music, whatever. It seems like you've been working hard, and here is that hard work thing again, and you need to give yourself a little R&R time this week. Will really help with the manifestation. Okay, so see, this is that balance, that divine feminine, and where you receive, and that's what all this is, what we just said, is talking about. All of that R&R is receiving. That's divine feminine. And for men, and women who are very masculine oriented in their getting some taskmasters and getting things done and always multitasking. This is what we mean by the divine feminine for you. Okay. They just wrote out laundry, like somebody has laundry to do, and they're right on the refrigerator. Somebody has a refrigerator that needs fixing, and I get a feeling that that's not what they mean. Okay, that's a part of your to-do list. That's like you think that's your next level of relaxation because you're not doing your work. No, they said nope. The person who's saying, "Okay, I'll go do some work in my garage." Nope, that's not it either. Okay, so some of your thoughts are kind of popping up right now, and those aren't it. R&R, just like these cards here, entertaining, something entertaining. Maybe getting together with some old friends, right? Spending some time alone and near water, just connecting in with your heart or listening to some music or going to a concert or something like that. All right, let's take a look at the card from the bottom. Look at this. Like, this is incredible. So we have the Nine of Raphael. So a lot of the Suit of Cups, the emotions and water. And this card says, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So this card is about um, feeling emotionally, well, I'm saying too many words here, about emotional fulfillment. It's about, you know, reaching that goal on an emotional level, and that usually reflects that something starts to materialize outside that gives you that inner, because what you've been doing is you have this, the alignment is emotional alignment. You feel you're inspired, right? And then you keep working and following the guidance until you align with that. And when you do, there's this burst of emotion. Okay, so there's something about you finding that connection, that alignment, that just gives you the resources, the charge, if you will, emotional charge to trust, believe, have more confidence, and to actually start to gain some of the rewards that you're looking about. And that the card is also about that. And they keep writing out a job. So I'm getting a sense that somebody may get some good news about a job that they've applied to. So, because they wrote that before the reading as well. So, good luck on that. And, keep your know that this is what you've prayed for. So some of the things that come through for you, especially if it was an opportunity you've been working towards, and if it happens, know that this is what you were praying for. Don't criticize it. Going back to the teeth they were showing me at the beginning. Don't start to internally criticize yourself, meaning, oh, now you go, oh, I applied for this, and now you think, well, what was I thinking? I'm not ready for this. I don't really have all these skills. I'm not going to be good enough. Oh, what are they going to do? The people are going to think I'm, none of that. Okay, they're writing out the word liberty, and so this is your opportunity. This is the freedom you've been praying for. Remember, the energy, the point of attraction, the emotional point of attraction, is what that you've been aiming for is liberty, freedom. Okay, so now when it starts to happen, and they're right now animated, when it starts to happen in an animated way, when it starts to, don't freak out and start, restrict yourself. Okay, you are a person of integrity. They're writing, and you deserve this, and this is your time to sort of enjoy. So I send you lots of love. Thank you all for your comments for my birthday which was on the 17th, on St. Patrick's Day. Thank you all for your birthday wishes and blessings. They were tremendous. I really enjoyed taking in all of that that you said, and all your hopes and the love that you were sending, and I felt it immensely and deeply and profoundly. If you are looking for an angel reading, feel free to contact me at theangelschool.com, which you can find in the description link below this video, a link to that that site. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 6 p.m. Also, don't forget to join us on Facebook for the daily card messages, which you can find on the description link below, because that gets really interesting, and I enjoy this as well as doing those. I learned so much from them, and you can also contact us through or follow us on Twitter as well. Either way, so have a wonderful and abundant week. Be good to yourself. Be gentle. Get some rest. Have some fun. Okay? And this is a part of allowing that other aspect of you co creating to help your dreams come true by being happy. That's really important. And that's what they want for you to be happy. And that's what this card represents. So focus on being happy this week. God bless you all.